y'all, welcome back. My name is Niara Alexis, and today I'm gonna be showing you how you can get a nice holiday glam look using some of the Subtle Beauty products. I used a lot of them today to complete this look, so let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so we're doing a little holiday makeup. First, I have my base on and everything. I want to put on some blush, so I'm going to use the lip and cheek. And I'm using two shades. I'm using mauve, and I believe this is the berry plum. Making up my own shades. Plum shade. So mauve and plum. I'm going to mix them together, kind of create my own sort of shade. That's what I like to do with these because they're so easy to blend together. And I'm putting down my cream blush first, and I'm gonna go back with a powder because like while you're at this holiday party, you're gonna be dancing and be grooving and be doing your thing, having fun with your friends, and your blush is the quickest to fade, so I feel like it's good to like reinforce your blush. I'm gonna reinforce like my blush and my bronzer. I have a little bit of a cream bronzer on, and I'm gonna show you what I do for that too. Gonna put that on both cheeks. Now I'm gonna apply setting powder, and we'll come back and I'll show you how I'm gonna lock everything in. And when you're setting your face, make sure you're going over that blush too. That'll help it like stay in place longer. You might think like, oh, it defeats the purpose. Trust me, your blush is gonna last way longer if you put the setting powder on top of it. So now I have set my face. Now we're gonna go ahead and set our cheeks. After I've put all of my cream products on, then I'm gonna go back with powder products to lock them in, like I said. So I'm using the bronzer shade in Espresso. I'm using the same exact brush, by the way. I don't feel like you need a million brushes to get the look that you want. Wherever you put like your bronzer or like your cream bronzer product, just put that right on top and set it in place. So this is just gonna lock it in for the whole night. I put some around my forehead too. If you're feeling a little pale, you want to add some warmth to your face. And then actually I'm not going to use this brush again because the bronzer I feel like it's kind of like darkened it up. So I'm taking another brush, and then I'm using the blush in shade Day Trip at Dawn. This is one of my favorite shades. And I'm just gonna put that right on top. This is another way you can kind of customize your blush too, because you saw I put like pink and like red or purple shades together for my cream blush, and then I'm putting like this pinky shade on top. Like I'm just creating my own little cheek experience here. They're cheeking. I'm liking it. So I feel like you can go for a very shimmery eye. I'm a very neutral eye type of gal, and I feel like it lends itself because whenever I'm in a rush doing my makeup, trying to get ready for an event or something, I don't ever have to think too hard about my eye because I know I like neutral colors. So I'm going to be using 3 different eyeshadow duos. I think I might just use 2. So the first one I'm going to start off with, this is Dune, and I'm using the brown shade in here. It's matte, but it has a little shimmer in there, so it adds like to your, your festive mood that you should be in heading to this party. So I'm doing a little bit in my crease, not too much. I used to go for a very heavily like smoky crease, not so much anymore. So I'm just putting a little bit of this like in the outer corner and in my crease. I also have like naturally dark lids, so it kind of like blends right in. Now I'm going to take the Sunset Duo, and I'm taking the exact same brush, and I'm sweeping that all over, like kind of into that back corner, my middle of my eyelid. You see it's adding like a little pop of color, just like a very subtle like rosy terracotta shade. Lastly, I'm going in with the Barely Peach. This one has been in heavy rotation for me. A small little flat brush, and I am taking the light beige shade in here. Also, I don't know if I told you guys, in the Sunset Duo I used the matte shade. So I'm taking the light beige and the Barely Peach Duo, and I'm gonna put that all in my inner corner. It's very, very subtly brightening up my lid and inner corner of my eye. I used to do like very, very bright inner corners, but now I just feel like for the wear of it, it looks better over time with more of a subtle look. The Sunset and the Dune actually have really pretty metallic shades. You could very easily like just tap your finger in here and just like swipe that all over your lid. It would be very, very pretty. I've kind of shied away from like metallic shades here recently, but do what works for you, not anybody else, just you. Okay, I'm gonna put on some eyeliner and some lashes, which is totally optional, but I'm feeling it right now, obviously. So I'm gonna put some lashes on and some liner, and then we'll come back and we'll do our lips. So I put my liner and my lashes on. I do want to highlight a little bit, which I do like to do here recently. And I feel like you can use eyeshadow to do that. So we do also have the subtle highlighters, but I also like to double time like the eyeshadows for that. This is the Feeling First Class eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna dip into the shimmer, the golden shimmer shade in here. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my nose. So you can definitely use eyeshadow as highlight if you want. Doesn't have to just be specific highlighter. And I'll put a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones too. Now moving on to our lips. So I have a little bit of lip balm down. So I'm just gonna line my lips really quickly. And then for my lip color, I'm gonna use the shade Mauve again, so the same color I was using as a lip and cheek shade. And I like to put my gloss down or my lip balm down first, and then put like any sort of lip color on top of it. If you have like a really pigmented lip color, like the red, the riveting red, you could put that on top of a gloss or a lip balm, and it will kind of diffuse that color for you a little bit if you're not like a bright red type of gal. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of gloss right on top, a little shimmer. But if you're heading out to a party too, I would definitely say you're gonna make sure that you take that setting powder with you so that you have it all throughout the night for all your touch-ups, and the little pad that it comes with. I love those. Those are my favorite because they're so small and they get in all the crevices. I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you need help with any other makeup tips, tricks, products to use, make sure you check out the Subtle Beauty YouTube page. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.